Good day or night wherever you are. This is the in-depth unboxing of the Archer and Olive quarterly subscription box, the Journey Box for March 2021. Please do not continue watching this video if you do not want spoilers. Before we get started, it is important to note that this box is $70 US, but the item value is $197 US, so you're essentially saving $127 if you find that these products are personally something that you will use. In case you didn't already know, Archer and Olive is a woman-owned business focused on journaling and stationery products. And if you'd like 10% off your first purchase from Archer and Olive, use the promo code PRAGMASTERY at checkout, which will also help this channel out in a very small way. Now let's get into the Journey Box items. First, we have this really thick tote bag. It is a nice thick material. I've gotten many of these in book boxes and they're not this good of quality. Even the branding is made of a faux leather, as you can see here. In the short time since I've filmed this video, I've already used this tote bag and I can say that I love it a lot. It's very heavy duty. It has two straps that are just shoulder length for over the shoulder, and this beautiful design of leaves, stars, the sun, and the moon. It's just so aesthetically pleasing. Additionally, on the inside of the bag is some little pen holders. They're elastic so they stretch. I've even put a lip gloss and chapstick in them. There's also this zipper pouch that kind of flaps on the inside. It's only attached at the top, and I find this really useful for things that are either too tiny for the whole bag or that are important, like a wallet that you don't want to have falling to the bottom, you want easy access to. Up next, we have a product that is made exclusively by Archer and Olive. These are the Acrylograph pens. They're a paint pen. I had never used these before getting them in this box, but I will have my full review of these pens in my next video, which will be testing out all of the products in this box for you to see. So watch out for that and subscribe if you'd like to catch that video. But this collection specifically of acrylographs is unique to this box, and so is everything else. This box does not have any products that are currently on the main store. So the only way to get these items is by purchasing this subscription box. As you can see, the color palette for this box is a light combination of pinks, greens, yellows, purples, and even this darker mauve color. It's really beautiful, especially if you like that pastel look. These paint pens are 0.7 millimeters, and my only complaint about these pens would be that they don't have names or shade colors so that you can tell which pen is which. They don't have any indication on the packaging, so when you look at the pen, the only indication you have of which exact color it is the color of the cap. And the rest of the items in this box do actually correlate to this color palette, so do be aware of that. There is not a great variety of styles or aesthetics because it is one style. It is everything in this box matching so that you can create a themed spread or art that is around the journey theme and color palette. The next item I'm showing you is really exciting. It is a stamping block. There are actually two of them in this box. This is the smaller one. One side is clear and the other side has this brown paper that you do need to peel off those individual squares, which was kind of a lot. It took some time, but basically this is part of a stamping kit that comes in the rest of this box. The next item is the larger block. As you can see, again, it is covered in paper on both sides. You peel off the large paper, and then the other side is the little squares that take quite a long time to peel off so that you can use it. I also had to look up how to use these blocks because one side has these white lines, as you can see, and the other side is just clear. But once I watched the Archer and Olive video on how to use these, it was pretty simple to figure out. The next items we have are the stamping pads that you'll use for the stamps, obviously. They have black and they have gold. I will say that I did not know the black actually has some glitter in it, and the gold isn't completely opaque when you use it, which you'll get to see exactly what I mean in my next video, reviewing all these products in depth. But I do like that we got 2 colors and that they matched the color palette. Also of note, I love that these stand up on the little feet on the bottom and they stack on top of each other really nicely, so storage, very easy. The next item we have is a sticker sheet. It's actually a set of 2. These colors match really well with the pens, and I really like these stickers. They're very cute, very girly and feminine, so if you're not into that, you may not enjoy this box. But I assume if you're watching this, you're interested. And I absolutely love the gold foiling on some of these stickers. It's so nice and it matches the gold ink pretty well. I find it really aesthetically pleasing to have that sparkle of gold on my bullet journal. And just so you know, it is 2 of the same sticker sheet. It is not 2 different sticker sheets that come in this packet. I was kind of confused when I watched other people's unboxings and there was just the 1 sheet, but it's actually 2 and it's just a replica. I actually really like that they're doubled so that you can kind of use them twice if you want, or in several locations, especially if you like a particular design a lot, you'll have 2 of them, or if you mess up. This box comes with another set of 2 sheets of stickers that are once again 2 of the same sheets, and it comes with these more functional stickers instead of decorative. There are still some decorative, but if you look, there are titles for weeks, there's also little tape dividers, there's numbers for the month and little flags, things that you would generally use in a bullet journal or a planner of some sort. Do be aware that these designs are more for a monthly setup, because I was really hoping it would be more like weekly, where there were 4 weeks of the Monday through Friday stickers, but instead it is just 2 sets of a monthly setup style, which is okay. I like it still. It's very cute and it matches the rest of the theme, so it's not like I can't make weeklies. I was just hoping we'd get a little more stickers. And I can't get over the beautiful gold shimmer on these. It's just so nice, and it adds a bit of depth to a journal spread that would otherwise be kind of simple. Next, we actually have the stamps, the acrylic stamps that go on the stamp blocks. There's a monthly little calendar, there's 2 different types of weekly headers, there's also goals, to-do, notes, habit trackers, numbers, and obviously some very cute decoration. I absolutely love the variety on that stamp pad. Next, we have this beautiful spiral travel notepad in these exclusive boxes made just for the Journey box. Part of Archer and Olive's image is these beautiful boxes that your journals come in, and I love it so much. I keep them to store pens and stickers and other things. If I'm not mistaken, this spiral notebook is actually a unique design that they've never had in the store before. Oh, and the box also has this gold embossing. I thought this was just such a nice touch. Buying Archer and Olive products and getting to unpackage them is just such a satisfying experience because they're so luxurious, as you can see here. They're pretty extra, and I live for extra. This spiral travel notepad is blank pages. There's 144 with 160 GSM paper, which, if you didn't know, is very thick paper. You can write on it with basically anything except for a Sharpie, in my experience. A journal like this is really great for something like list making or just keeping it next to your desk to write down random thoughts or doodling in public because it is so travel sized. Additionally, it has this faux leather cover, which I absolutely adore. If you don't know, Archer & Olive's notebooks usually have a linen cover, and I'm not a big fan of that. It is probably the only thing about their journals that bothers me, but these leather ones are so nice. The linen ones get cat hair and fingerprints on them, but this leather has held up really nice and doesn't seem to take any marks, which is a huge plus in my opinion. Like all of their notebooks, it comes with a band to hold it closed, and then when I remove the wrapping around the center, you'll see that their notebooks also come with a pen holder. I think that's all of them as well. I've never received one without the pen holder and the elastic. I forgot to show for the notebooks that there's also a back envelope in the back cover of all of these journals that is there to hold little items and such. I also love that you can flip the cover around on the spiral and it's completely flat, so it lays on your desk really nicely. Archer & Olive notebooks do lay flat open really nice on the desk, but something about this spiral and the way that you flip the pages, it's just so satisfying to use for list making, and I don't really know why, but my stationery brain loves it. Up next, we have another journal. There's actually 3 in this box, which is insane because Archer & Olive journals are so expensive usually. They're a higher end product for sure. This next one is a dotted notebook that is 112 pages, also 160 GSM, so you can write on it again with paint pens and other things. And what's really special about this notebook and the next one is that they're actually huge. Archer & Olive notebooks are usually standard A5 and B5, but this book is actually 8.5 by 11 inches, and it is massive. I find it really satisfying to use. I feel like I should also mention, I haven't done it before, but these notebooks apparently can hold up to paint and even watercolor, so if you are interested in it for that reason, it apparently works really well. Just make sure you let it dry. I forgot to mention with the previous notebook, but these notebooks actually all correlate with the colors of the pens, so that's very cool in my opinion. And again, these notebooks are not sold on the store at Archer & Olive, so if you do want these notebooks, these are exclusive to this box. Sometimes they do release things from this box in the store if they're popular enough, but these are exclusive, and that is also really cool to have. This notebook probably has my favorite design. It is also the faux leather cover, but it has a gold airship on it with little moons and stars, which I think is just so cute and romantic and adventurous. It makes me think of the movie Stardust with the sky pirates. This notebook also has the side elastic like the other one, and a pen holder, again, as all Archer & Olives do. And this one actually has 2 bookmarks in it, which I don't actually show here for some reason, but both of the bigger notebooks have the 2 ribbon bookmarks that all Archer & Olive notebooks have. The Sketchbook obviously doesn't have one because of its style. And like I said before, there is the little envelope in the back cover of this notebook. I just, for some reason, forgot to show it. It's like all other Archer and Olive notebooks. And per usual, this notebook is set up like all the other Archer and Olive notebooks. There's the front page with the place to write your name, and then it starts off with the actual pages that you'll use. This one is dot grid. As you can see here when I get close, it's a light bluish dots that are really nice. They blend into the background, but they're really easy to see when you're working on it. I also wanted to mention that it's pretty smart that they kept this notebook down to 112 pages because it is so big. I can't imagine if it had the full page count how heavy it would be. This is a good size the way it is right now. I find it easy to lift and move without it being too monstrous. This next one is probably my favorite journal in the entire box. It is a lined notebook with a compass on the front that is gold, another 8.5 by 11 inch, 112 pages, 160 GSM, and it's lined though, which I have never had an Archer and Olive notebook that is lined. I'm really excited to use this. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to use each of these notebooks for yet, but I do know that this lined journal I am going to use as a personal journal / life diary where I'm going to kind of scrapbook in it in a way, but also use it to just write down thoughts. So I'll paste photos into it, or paper or stickers, or just little memorabilia from life, and maybe have just pages full of writing as well since it is lined paper. As of recording this, I'm still unsure of what I'll use the other two notebooks for, but I do know that this one I'm pretty set on. I absolutely love the deep red color of this cover. It is a linen cover though, unlike the other two which were the faux leather. The linen does catch cat hair, it does catch dust, it does catch the oil from your hands, so do be aware of that if you are looking into any Archer and Olive linen cover. It is just niche. It's something that's part of Archer and Olive, and you just have to kind of accept that. I've seen some people negate this by putting stickers on the front. I personally don't like the way that that looks, but if you can get over the cat hair and how grimy your notebook's gonna look after using it for a while, I do think it is still a really nice texture to rub your hands on, so kind of a win and lose situation. And again, it has the elastic band, it has two ribbon bookmarks, and the pen holder on the side. I've also never had this happen before, but my front page had a little wrinkle in it. I don't know what that's from, probably just when it got packaged or chopped up at the line, it wrinkled a little, which is not a big deal in my opinion. But yeah, just so you know, that's why there's a weird line on the front of mine, but I don't really care. And as you can see here, the lines are that same dot grid kind of color where it's on off blue, and it's pretty light, so it's not distracting from the page, and it's thin and narrow lines, but again, easy to see. And so that you can really see the difference between the two cover styles, I'll hold them up here for you. But you can see the leather is a smooth, glossier texture, while the linen cover is, well, it's cloth. It's it's linen, so do be aware of that. And that concludes all of the items in the Archer & Olive Journey box for March 2021. Now thinking about whether or not you would actually use these products, here's the price breakdown once again. I think it is extremely worth it since I'm going to use all of these products. I love them and I have already used them and can say this was worth the $70. But that's going to be up to you to decide for yourself. Please don't forget you can get 10% off in the description. Also, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day or night, and please consider subscribing for our next video.